Welcome, dear students, to SV Union High School and Junior College. Standard 7th Civics Lesson 3 Features of the Constitution. In the last two lessons, we studied how our Constitution was made. We studied its preamble and understood terms like sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. The goals expressed in the preamble are the characteristic features of a constitution as well. Apart from these, the constitution also has other features. We shall try to understand these in the present chapter. Cooperative federalism in India, state and national. Federalism. One of the important features of a constitution is the federal system. In countries with large territories and huge populations, government is run by a federal government system. Ruling a large territory from a single capital city is not only difficult but may also lead to neglect of some far-flung areas. People residing there cannot participate in the affairs of the government. Therefore, governments function at two levels in the federation. The government at the center carries out tasks like the defense of the entire country, foreign policies, establishing peace, etc. It is called the union government or the federal government. It carries out the administration of the entire country. The government that oversees the administration of the region that we live in is called state government. It looks after the administration of a particular state. For example, government of Maharashtra looks after the administration of the state of Maharashtra. The system of running the administration of a country cooperatively by the governments at two levels, making the laws about different subjects, is called the federalism. Separate provisions. State government. Separation of powers. Separation of powers. The Constitution has divided the subjects for making laws between the union government. Let us see which government is entrusted with the what subjects. Our Constitution has given three lists of the various subjects. First list is called the Union list. It contains 97 subjects on which the union government makes laws. State list is for the state governments to legislate upon. It contains 66 subjects. Apart from these two lists, there is a concurrent list which contains 47 subjects. Both governments can make laws on the subjects included in this list. If a subject comes up that it is not included in any of the lists, the union government is entitled to make laws on it. These powers are termed as residuary powers. Do you know? The division of powers in the Indian Constitution is unique. It enables the union government and the state government to bring about the country's progress by cooperating with each other. This also encourages participation of citizens in the administration of the country. Who deals with what subjects? First, subjects with the union government, defense, foreign relations, war and peace, currency, international trade, etc. are the union government list of subjects. Second, subjects with the state government, agriculture, law and order, local government, health, prison, administration are the state lists. Third, subjects with both the government, employment, environment, economy and social planning, personal law, education, etc. are the concurrent list. Union territories. In India, there is a union government, 29 state governments, and 7 union territories. But at present in India, there is a union government of 28 state governments and 9 union territories. The union government controls the union territories. Following are the 9 union territories: New Delhi, Daman and Diu, Pondicherry, Chandigarh, Dadar and Nagar Haveli, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh and Lakshadweep. Parliamentary system government. The Indian Constitution has provided for a parliamentary system of government. In such a system, the parliament, that is, the legislature, has the highest decision making power. Indian parliament includes the president, Lok Sabha or the House of the People, and Rajya Sabha or the Council of State. The Council of Ministers that runs the administration emerges from the Lok Sabha and is answerable to the Lok Sabha for all its decisions. In the parliamentary democracy, the decisions and the debates that take place in the parliament have great significance. Independent judiciary. The Indian Constitution has created an independent judiciary. The disputes that cannot be resolved mutually are referred to the judiciary. The court hears both the contesting parties, looks into the injustice, if any, and gives its judgment. This has to be done impartially. The Constitution has made several provisions to ensure the judiciary remains more and more independent. For example, judges are appointed by the president and not by the government. It is not easy to remove the judges from their office. Single citizenship. The Indian Constitution has granted a single citizenship to all Indians, that is, Indian citizenship. Process of amending the Constitution. There comes up a need to make changes or amendments in the provisions of the Constitution due to changing circumstances, but frequent amendments to the Constitution may lead to a situation of instability. The procedure for the amendment is specified in the Constitution itself, so as to ensure that an amendment is made only after giving it a careful consideration. The procedure for the amendment in the Constitution is unique. It is neither too difficult nor too easy. More scope has been provided for giving more consideration and thought to important amendments. The procedure is also flexible to ensure that general amendments can be brought about easily. Election Commission. You must have read about the Election Commission in the newspapers. Since India has adopted a democratic form of government, people have to elect their representatives periodically. For this, the elections have to be conducted in free and fair atmosphere. Only then will the citizens be able to elect a candidate of their choice without any fear or pressure. If the government were to conduct elections, there might be no guarantee of such free, fair and just atmosphere for the elections. Hence, the Constitution has entrusted to responsibilities of conducting elections to an independent machinery. This machinery is known as the Election Commission. The responsibility of conducting all elections in India rests with the Election Commission. The Indian Constitution has some important characteristics features. In this chapter, we have studied only some of the important features. Another important feature of a constitution is the exhaustive provision of fundamental rights. We shall study these in the next chapter. Make a list of the northeastern Indian states. Name their capital cities. The North Indian states capitals: Arunachal Pradesh, capital Itanagar; Assam, capital Dispur; Manipur, capital Imphal; State Meghalaya, capital Shillong; Mizoram, capital Aizawl; Nagaland, capital Kohima; Tripura, capital Agartala. Who is the current Chief Election Commissioner? Shri Rajiv Kumar is the current Chief Election Commissioner. What do you understand by the Code of Conduct for elections? Answer: Code of Conduct is a set of guidelines issued by the Election Commissioner of India. It is a code of conduct for political parties before and during elections. What is a constituency? Answer: Constituency is an area whose voters elect a representative for a legislative body. How many amendments have been made to the Indian Constitution? Answer: 104 amendments have been made to the Indian Constitution till date. Do you know? You have surely seen currency notes. The words guaranteed by the central government are printed on the currency notes. If you have seen the badges on the uniform of a policeman, it reads Maharashtra Police. You must have surely come across the following: Indian Railways and Maharashtra State Road Transport Corporation. This means that our country government functions at two levels, one in the central government and the other is the state government. Example: Maharashtra State Government, Karnataka State Government, etc. The badge on the uniform of a policeman, it reads Maharashtra Police. We must have surely come across the following: Bhartiya Rail or the Indian Railways and Maharashtra State Road Transport Corporation, ST, प्रवासांच्या सेवेसाठी महाराष्ट्र राज्य परिवहन. Thank you, students.